I'm strong in faith.
Faith can move mountains. Radio Maria, 91.3 FM.
The voice of truth.
Good evening. Once again, it's Child Protection on 91.3 FM Radio Maria, the voice of truth. Welcome you and appreciate all of you, the great listeners, contributors, all of you who partake and make this program worth the while. We're talking about child protection here, and some of you who are tuning in for the first time will say, what's it about? What do they do on this program? On child protection, we talk about the rights of children, how to defend them, how to uphold them, how to create awareness for the children themselves to know their rights and stand by their rights and for their rights. We also talk about the fact that as children, we owe them the responsibility to keep the environment safe, make sure that the environment is motivating, make sure that the environment is enabling, it's conducive for them to grow up, to learn, to be formed, and to exhibit the best of their potentials. And then, in the course of doing this, some children are exposed to some form of dangers and they get abused. Again, we say on this program, for the victims of abuse, we do not in any way allow them to be discriminated against. We do not agree that they should be stigmatized. We do not encourage name calling. You do not tag them. You do not give them those names that will make them become worse than they were. So if we're looking at child abuse here, we're looking at people who do not only stigmatize them but worsen their situation as already abused children. And most abused children become abusers and abusive because of the way we have been managing them. And we're saying now is the time to do the right thing. They should be properly cared for, and behold, they could turn out to become advocates and talk against those things that hurt them so that other children will not fall victims. What are we looking at today then? We know that all of you great parents there have done great things, sacrifice, self-denial. You've gone below things normally you would not have done and all of that, all for the good of the family. Starvation and all, some of you doing jobs, more than 1, 2, 3 jobs, going hungry, and by the grace of God, the term and the session has come to an end. And we say it's summer holiday. This is, of the 3 holidays, the longest of them all, which means that the children are going to be staying more at home. They're going to stay longer this time. They're not going to be with us all the time. It means that they're going to have to manage once in a while with some caregivers, with some people, with their own siblings, with the neighbors, with your workers, and all of that. So we have decided today to say it should be children's time. We should be able to tell them the fact that the environment is not as safe as they think. We have already gotten them to begin to call some of our workers uncle, auntie, sisters, and all of that. Those names we make them use because we want them to be respectful, we want them to look up to these people, we want them to make the management of relationship a little better. But at the same time, some of these names also dispose and expose them to abuse. So today, children, we welcome you back from school, those of you that were in the boarding house, and those who have been going to school from morning till evening, doing your lessons and all of that, getting back home late. For now, I remember that song when we were growing up, holiday is coming, no more teachers teach, no more morning bells, teachers goodbye, no, a jolly holiday. Yes, it's a jolly holiday, and it will be so if we're going to follow these rules we're going to talk about today. So it's your time. It's really your program today. We'll be talking about it very soon, and the title is going to be Children, Beware of Predators. Beware of predators. We will know who a predator is. We'll be thinking, is the predator, do we have tigers in the house? We'll find all of that out when we come back. Don't go away. Yeah, welcome back to 91.3 FM Radio Maria, the voice of truth. Once again, if you're just tuning in, it's child protection with the child advocate, Madam Momoh, Mary Angela. We welcome all of you children back home, and we say truly, it's holiday, it's vacation, it's time to rest and play, and also study. And while we're doing this, we need our fathers, our mothers, our aunts, our uncles, our friends. We need people around us to make this holiday worth the while. But before we go into the different forms of contacts we're going to be having, because the saying goes, no man is an island, and you can't operate all by yourself standing, So you have to be relating with the people who help you at home. You're going to be relating with your neighbors. You're going to be relating with your friends in church, out there in the mall, the different places you're going to have activities. Maybe some of you are Girl Guides, Brownies, Scouts, Brigades, and all of that. You're going to have some extracurricular activities. Some of you are going to learn how to probably do coding, artistic designs, dancing, the different things mom and dad are going to be engaging you in, so that you will become entrepreneurial great gurus that will be able to do things to eventually fend for yourselves when you grow up, even right away. Because some of you could also be very good in graphics, and you begin to do designs for people, and they begin to appreciate what you're doing and all of that. It becomes a hobby that turns into money making. So while you're learning all of these, while dad and mom are engaging you outside pure academic work, you're going to be relating with people. And all of these people before now, like we said earlier, mom and dad wanting you to grow up to be respectful people, to be people with good etiquette, people with good behavior, people that, outsiders, friends will say, mom and dad have done great jobs here. Character is very, very important. And we say in the university, when your certificate, your degree is being awarded, you're told that it's given to you in what? In academics and in character. And if you do, maybe you have done so well and you have made a first class, and your character is not good, your behavior is not good, that same university has the right to withdraw your certificates. So you see that attitude, your behavior, the way you carry yourself is very important to keep your life going. We will say sustain you. In that case, then it's good for us to know how to relate, who to relate with, and what to do with our attitude and reactions to things. So today, just sit down and relax, because this program is for you. Some of you may have heard about child abuse. Some may not have heard about it. Some of you are just hearing or have heard but do not know what it means. What is child abuse? It is doing anything that is wrong to a child that is not for the good of the child. So those things that are good for you, we say all of us around you should encourage. But those things that are not good for you are abuses. There are several types of child abuse, but we're going to look at the major ones here. First of all, physical abuse. When somebody batters you, beats you, gives you marks, throws you on the floor, hits you, bashes you, you say the person is abusing you physically. You have the emotional abuse. Somebody's calling you names, somebody's making you feel uncomfortable, that you are a never do well, lodo, you are just a dundee, you are just look at you, you are the bottom of your class, you don't know anything, and you begin to feel sad, and you begin to feel psychologically down, emotionally down. They say that is emotional abuse. Then you have the sexual abuse. From the beginning, you have been taught the parts of your body. The Christians will tell you your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. Our brothers on the other side will tell you the need to keep your body, chaste and pure. So you see them, they wear the hood and cover themselves very well to ensure that the body is not exposed, especially for the women. And then even a traditional African religion will tell you that some parts of your body, are sacred, which means to say that there are some parts that even you should not play with. You need to keep your body clean. You need to ensure that you don't harm yourself and you don't harm others. So would you not also allow others to harm you? If anybody touches you wrongly, soliciting for things that will now make you begin to do things that mom and dad do, or things that mom and dad did to give birth to you. For those of you who are old enough to know, engage in touching your private parts. You have been taught in school what your private parts are. And you have also been taught in school what happens if you, as a girl, allows a boy to sleep with you and you get pregnant. And you're too small, your body is not yet ready. Something will happen to you. Or some teacher somewhere, or even among your aunties, your uncles, your relations, your priest, your imam, anybody around you that wants to touch any part of your body wrongly, the person is abusing you sexually. Then we have what we call neglect. The weather is very cold now, and then nobody provides you with warm clothing. The rain is in and out. You're going out, you're not properly cared for. Your school fees is played with. Your fees is not paid on time. Somebody is skipping the fees to say, let me finish, I want to do this business, I want to do that business. And then in school you are called out and you are ashamed and all of that, and you begin to feel humiliated. We're talking about what here? Neglect. Medical attention. You're not feeling fine, you have to go to the hospital, you have to be treated. Medical attention has to be given. We also have the abuse of substance. Because mommy gave you cough mixture from the prescription of the doctor before she went to work, you like the taste of that cough mixture, you will go back and begin to sip the cough mixture. That's drug abuse. Or somebody tells you, if you take this thing now, you're going to sleep very well, you're going to do this. Did the doctor prescribe it for you? Once the doctor did not prescribe and mom and dad are not aware to give the permission that you go ahead with that medication because the doctor has said it's medically okay for you, it is drug abuse. And then for all those of you teenagers, some people are going to begin to tell you, you're a big boy now, you're a big girl now. And they begin to push substances at you. That is substance abuse. So there are very many types of abuse, but let's contain ourselves within these ones for this holiday. Now, so we're looking at predator. We said, children know your predators. So who are these people that are going to be wanting to prey on you? Who is a predator? That person that wants to recklessly harm you is a predator. Have you ever seen a tiger pounce on its prey, on what it wants to devour? The tiger will take a leap and strongly grab the thing. And most of the time they start from the soft part, so they go towards the back and they start yanking up, biting out the flesh and whatever, pulling out the intestine, and they begin to kill and eat or prey on that animal from that tender, that soft part. It is the same way people who are ready waiting to abuse you would come. They will come from the soft part. Because you have trusted them, because you know them through mom or dad, and dad or mom, is always sending them to you. Mom is always asking you to take from this person, talk to this person, give to this person, be with that person. The person now believes that you have trusted him, you know him as part of the family, and the person begins to do very nice things to you, and you believe that this person can never harm me. This holiday, we are saying you have to be on your guard. You have to watch out. All that glitters is not gold. If you go out there, you see many things, bling, bling, this and that, different, looking like golden color, but they are not pure gold. So some of these brothers, uncles, these aunts, friends, people in church, people in the mosque, people on the street, people around the eateries, the malls, the cinemas, and all that, the beaches. They are not all good people. Yet we have very good people. We have wonderful mommies, wonderful daddies, wonderful friends, uncles, aunties, great, great, great people doing everything to ensure that we are properly brought up. But we are saying here, watch out for those ones that will behave like the tiger, that will come to the soft part of the animal to start biting the animal and eating the animal from there. They will now come to that soft part of you that trust them so much, that believe in them, that love them, that will not want them to be hurt. Because some of you, even when you're hurt, you will not want to talk about it because you don't want mom or dad to flog whoever your house help is, whoever the cleaner is, whoever the janitor or the security man or the driver. If I tell mommy now that when Sonny was taking me to school for lesson, or when Sonny was taking me to the club, Sonny touched me here or there, those parts that you have been taught that are your private parts that people should not touch. You know them. If I say, tell me now your private part, you're going to tell me, because I'm going to put the phone, you're going to call a number, and you will call me to tell me your private parts, the parts that should not be touched by another person, and you yourself should not play with. So these predators come from one simple path, and that is that soft part, that nice part of you, that part that they have lured you into believing that they are nice. Yet the niceties and all the niceness they are showing you, are towards coming to pounce on you and eat you up like the predator, like the tiger. Will any of you like a tiger to pounce on you as we are talking right now? Of course, no. Will anybody want mom and dad to take him or her to the zoo, and then he calls the guard, come and open the den, this cage. I want to put my son or my daughter into that den? No. Or you're seeing something crawling into the house, and all of a sudden you find out that it's a snake. Will you like to go and put your hands in the mouth of the snake as it's bringing out its fang and dangling? No. But these people will come in as friends. They will come in as aunties. They are coming with ice cream. They are coming with drinks. They know what you like. Oh, get me some tweets, get me some this, get me some that. They're giving you all the beautiful things, shawarma, bounty. They are bringing them for you, Toblerone, chocolates, all of those lovely things they know you love. Beautiful chocolate biscuits, cake, meat pie, donuts. Oh, you see, this auntie, this mommy, this uncle, this person that mommy has already taught you how to call, duplicate the names of your relations at home in other people, and you call them those names and believe that they are coming with those things because they love you. Yes, some of them love you, but most of the time, you have to be careful because some of them have some what we call extra motive, ulterior motive. That is, they have some mischievous motive that is not for good. Are you listening to me? I'm sure you are, because you're great children. You're going to be looking at this person to say, this thing he's giving to me could be a trap. In the first place, you have to tell mom, for every gift you get, for anything anybody gives to you, you must tell mom and dad about it. And the predators become very, very careful with you when they know that you tell mom and dad everything. And I believe that mom and dad are listening too, that no matter what the children tell you, as long as they're telling you the truth, it's not a time for you to start yelling at them and screaming at them. Those of you that have been doing it before, this holiday, we are going to make sure that we reposition our relationship with these beautiful children that are listening to us, and we're making a promise that we're going to be great mom and dad this holiday. We're not going to shout unnecessarily or scream at them when they tell us the truth, because they are deciding, as I'm talking to them right now, that they're going to be telling mom and dad the truth. And if they tell mom and dad the truth, mom and dad will have to protect them. This program is called what? Child protection. And on child protection, we are saying we have decided, today, we are taking a vow that we are going to be protecting our children so they can be telling us the truth. So children, don't be afraid. There's a number here. We're going to call that number. If mom and dad decide to treat you badly for telling them the truth, you will call that number. If you call that number, we will get to mom and dad. But when you call the number, you'll also leave their telephone number or their emails with us. Because now we want to end the don't tell syndrome. That thing, they come with fear in your heart. They come pushing all manners of threats to you. If you say, if you tell, I will not be your friend again. If you tell, I will not buy ice cream for you again. If you tell, we will not go out to cinema again. If you tell, this will happen to you. Some people will come and swallow you at night. You will just die. Lies from the pit of hell. They cannot do anything to you. And you will also tell mom and dad that they said they will, if you tell, they will do this to you. And once you tell dad that, or tell mom that, or tell your aunt, whoever you're living with that is taking care of you, you tell these threats to that person. The person knows what to do to that person that is threatening you. And for those of you who are being threatened by the people that are supposed to be protecting you, those people whose mom will threaten or dad will threaten to say, if you tell us, you will call this number that we're going to call. So, these predators, who are they? Who are these human tigers that come to jump at the soft part of our body and begin to bite us from there and eat us up from there by causing us harm, either physically abusing us or emotionally abusing us, or either trying to abuse us by touching the wrong parts, the private parts of our body, and we say sexually abuse us, and or even trying to neglect us. The food mommy has given to us, the house help will divide it into 3 parts, give us 1 part and eat the remaining 2 because you didn't sweep, I swept for you, so I'm going to eat your food. You will tell mom and dad everything. You will also tell them the good things they do for you, because you know, some of you children, you are beginning to learn how to lie. You tell lies because you want to convince mom and dad that this particular person is bad and the person is not bad, or the person is this because this school, I don't like this school, because you now tell a lie. They're always stealing my things. Meanwhile, you know that you are the one losing your things. You're careless, you're leaving class, your math set, your ruler, eraser, sharpener, you have left them on the table and you walk away. Maybe the cleaners come and sweep everything and put into the dustbin. Thank God there's a great school I know that will pick, They make the janitors pick those things and arrange them, form new mat sets. The way you come, you pick it at a tiny token that will be written down against your parents' for your parents to pay. So if a mat set costs maybe 500 naira or 1,000 naira, they make sure that your dad will pay 100 naira to reclaim that mat set. They will put the charge against your father's name. So dad will know that you had misplaced your mat set, somebody helped you put it together. He will be able to ask you during your conference on visiting day, I have a charge here. I was surcharged for 100 naira for mat set. What happened to your mat set? Then you will confess. But in schools where such things are not put in place, you go and tell mom, somebody stole my mat set, somebody stole my sleep, somebody stole this, my slippers. You misplaced them. You went to play and you forgot them somewhere and walked away. Out of excitement, you ran home without your slippers. And you said somebody has stolen them. Today, part of what we are saying, because some of us are also predators to ourselves, some of us also cause ourselves harm. We are saying today, we are not going to be doing those things. This holiday is going to be a hitch-free holiday where mom will not be stressed, dad will not be stressed, you will not be stressed, and you will not allow predators, you will not allow those unfriendly family friends, those dangerous family members to have their way and hurt you. And of course, whatever touches you touches mom and dad. If they hurt you, they have hurt your parents, they have hurt us. Because we are putting in a lot of time to ensure that you are protected, you're safe. See all that the government has done to protect you. Violence against persons prohibition. You have the violence, you have Child's Rights Act. You have different laws they have put in place. Now they have brought out one big register so that those people who hurt you, they will take their name and go and put it there. If another person wants to go and employ them and the person finds their name there, the person will say, this one, he hurt those children when he went there the other time. He cannot work in my house. You see why we have to be telling. So these people will be exposed and you will live a freer and better life. Safe life. What about the people who will pretend to be teaching you after school, and rather than teach you, they are using your time to press phone, they are using your time to teach you songs, and using your time to teach you how to dance, and they want to touch you in any wrong way? You must tell. Ensure that you tell mommy and daddy. The ones that they told to give you a bath in the bathroom, and if they are not bathing you well, tell mommy and daddy. The food you were asked to be given, the person is not giving you the food the way it should be given. You have to tell mom and dad, or whoever you know that is safe around you. You must tell the person. Because we have agreed that we are ending and breaking the don't tell syndrome. That there's nobody that is coming to swallow us at night. Nobody is coming to carry us and kill us. Nobody is coming to tell us that, because you told mom or told dad, or because you told the priest, or because you told the imam this truth about me, now I'm exposed, now I'm being disgraced, I'm going to deal with you. The person cannot do you anything. Cannot harm your priest, cannot harm your mom, cannot harm your mom, cannot harm your dad, cannot harm your even you. The person is just a toothless bulldog. Have you ever seen a bulldog? That big dog with big head and big mouth and everything. And woo, woo, woo. The dog is barking and you are scared because those canines, those long teeth, if he sinks it into the body of anybody, trouble, the flesh will come out. But when you now see one that is barking and it has no teeth, that's what we call a toothless bulldog. That's how those people are. They are barking, there's nothing in their mouth. They only want to keep you so that they can continuously exploit you. And we have said that during this holiday, no exploitation, no abuses, no extortion. Go and take money from mommy's bag and come and give to me so that you can be my friend. You say, thou shalt not steal. go and lie to daddy that we'll have to go here, we'll have to do this, we'll have to do that. You say, I cannot lie. God hates liars. In short, God hates lie, not necessarily the person lying now, but God hates lies. That you should not tell lies. You should be honest. He wants you to be great citizens, transparent, honest, faithful, loving, caring. What about you? We said there are some people that are predators around us. We can also be predators to ourselves. You know you should eat your meal at this time. You will not eat. You know you should sleep at this time. You will not sleep. When mom and dad have gone in, that's when you start pressing your phone and you begin to want to go to those sites that mom said you should not visit, or those sites that dad said you should not visit, or you go and watch television, you turn the volume very low, and all of you will agree. Somebody be watching, once the door opens, somebody should just put off the television. You've forgotten that the TV set will be hot. To be warm. When mom gets up and touches the TV, she will know that you've been watching. Even your phone will be warm. So all those pranks, games are up. You have to just be a truthful, good child. This holiday, we are going to be careful of, beware of those people that are not doing what they should be doing. And if there's anyone you are confused about, you need to find out from mom or dad whether it is right or wrong. Discuss it with them. Mom, I have something to tell you. And she's rushing away. When I come back from work, it's okay, no problem, mom. She comes back, remind her, oh, I'm very tired. We'll talk about it today, tomorrow. If you try to get mom and dad's attention and they are not giving it to you, call the number I'm going to call today. Because we'll have to remind them that they must have time for you. Are you hearing it? It's a deal. Right? We're taking the numbers after this break. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for still hanging on to 91.3 FM Radio Maria on child protection. Once again, your presenter is Madam Momoh Mary Angela, the child advocate. We're looking at the number you're going to call, because we have talked about certain things you will need to reach us out on, and you could be calling us right now, or whoever would want to make contributions could also call on this number 081 084 475 18. The number again is 081 084 475 18. Expecting the calls to begin to roll in. So, as I was saying, that we should not allow anybody to initiate us into don't tell. If you tell, this will happen to you or that will happen to you, because they just make you scared for nothing. So we say, what are we going to be doing with our time? Remember, mom is going to tell us from this time to this time, we clean up the house, we're going to eat, we're going to be taking part in the cleaning of the house. We're not going to say because Sonny is there or Musa is there or Kola is there, it is his work. As Kola is cleaning on this side, you should be learning, be watching what Kola is doing, because next time you're going to probably be doing it too. Because we want to also train you not just to be able to know how to read and write, but to be useful to yourselves. Because by the time you go to the boarding school, or those of you that are already in the boarding school, you're even already doing that. And by the time you get to the university, there's a lot for you to do, but you must learn how to balance your time. And you must know these skills, and you must know how to do them well. When you go for NYSC, who's going to be cooking for you? The stipend is small. It cannot buy food all the time. So at times you may have to learn how to prepare some of these quick meals for you, for yourself. And then at home you don't do it. They tell you to do it, you're crying, you go and hide somewhere, you call somewhere. What happens when it is time for you to do it? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, dear. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Chiamaka.
Chiamaka. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good. Where are you calling from?
Kubwa.
Great. How's Kubwa?
Fine.
Thank you. Yes, let's hear you, dear.
Okay, ma. Is it possible that when the person is about to select us,
Yes.
about to do this, like about to touch our private parts or wherever,
Yes.
wow, free to call.
Yes. You are free to call. Once you cannot reach your mom or dad or somebody that will help you, you call this number. But the only thing that when you call this number, you're going to give us also a clue on how to also reach that person. Anyway, the number you're going to call will be free to call that same number, isn't it? The number you're going to call with will be free to call that same number. So make sure you don't use the person's phone. It has to be your own or your parent, the house phone, or that of mom or dad, somebody that you know you will have access to. So when we want to reach that person, we will not be calling the same person we are trying to hand over for correction, right?
Okay, ma.
Thank you, dear. Thanks for calling. Hello. Okay, so we're saying, what do we do with our time? That we must make proper use of our time this holiday. One, there's what they call stock taking. How did you spend this holiday, this term, first of all? And then the full session, how did you handle it? Did you give mom and dad the value of the fees they paid? Because you have wonderful teachers who are ready and who taught, prepared, and they did the job the way they should do. Yes, we have the ones that those teachers that are abusive. We handled their case last week, but we are talking about those teachers that are making you great. We have them. They are very, very wonderful teachers helping you. You must now learn better those things you were not able to grasp when you were in school. Hello. Hello?
Hello, it's me, Ada.
Okay. Ada, yes?
You said that we have wonderful teachers, but it's not all teachers that are wonderful because some
Yes.
are wicked.
We shall find out what made them wicked. Tell me one of those things they did that made you call them wicked. Then we'll look at it.
Because number one is
Mhm.
that any small thing, they tell you that if you're writing, because everybody makes mistakes, if
Okay.
you're writing, they tell you not to make a single mistake, and if you make a single mistake, you're going to flog you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. You are going to discuss that with dad, because dad will have to probably get back to that teacher so that the teacher will not be flogging you for every single mistake. And flogging you, dad will have to discuss that, right? Because imagine flogging you for every single mistake. I don't know whether your skin now is like that of a zebra, stripes everywhere. Why should the person flog you for every single mistake? Maybe you are not saying it very correctly or properly, but I know what you mean. Yes, go ahead. Explain more, my dear. Go ahead.
Another one is that if you say that if he's writing,
Mm.
he's not right. And if we do not write, and we wait, let him finish writing first before he writes.
Okay.
And if the test is over, he now start flogging us for not writing and he told us not to write.
Oh, my dear. There's a conflict there. Teacher, I just pray you're listening to this program. Did you hear Ada? It's really not. If what Ada is telling us is correct, your instruction should be able to be carried out in such a way that the children will not suffer for what you have asked them to do. So please, is mom and dad are your parents around?
No.
Can you talk with mom and dad when they come back on this?
Okay, sir.
Please make sure you do that, my dear. Okay? So the teacher will have to change his or her style, right? It's not very proper. There's something not right here. So we mustn't punish these children when we have given an instruction. I'm afraid that's about all we can take, children. I think by the next program, we're still going to be talking with you because it's your holiday and you are at the center of our hearts. You are the bundle of joy we're talking about. You're great children. We love you. You are today and are tomorrow. So ensure that you discuss some of these things. You heard Ada, Victoria, and the other caller telling us these things. if you're in their shoes, if you're experiencing some of these difficulties, anything experienced in school this whole term and this whole session, let mom and dad know. Let your uncles know. Let your aunties know. Those people you can talk with that will eventually get your parents to get back to the school to discuss it. Must know about it so you can do better and greater, because I know that you're superstars. You know that a Nigerian girl is the best mathematician in the world. Are you aware? Sure. And you can be that. Best English student, best biology student, best singer, best medical doctor. We have you. You are blessed. Our children are endowed. God bless you. Keep being good. And remember, mom and dad are your friends. You must always share with them. Don't ever keep any secret from them. See you by the grace of God. The next program will be there for you again. Bye-bye. Be good children.